Usually when fishing spinnerbaits, I prefer a Hall Caller brand spinnerbait, a 3/8 ounce. It's usually the best all-around bait. Chartreuse and white or white. I vary my blade size to try to match the shad, the size of the shad. I basically fish 17-pound test line on a G Loomis rod. I got a 6/8 G Loomis GLX rod. And I got the line spooled on a Shimano Chronoc. Super smooth, real good drag. That way when you get a big fish on, hopefully with all this tackle that I have, I won't have a break off or any mistakes. When I flip, I use a 7.5 foot G Loomis. It's an inshore rod. It's a solid blank one-piece rod. And I have that spooled with 17 or 20-pound string. And I have that on a Shimano Corrado. That's a little bit wider spool reel. That allows me to put a little bit more of that heavier diameter, bigger diameter line on. Right now I'm gonna flip some of this cover. It's so much cover that really it's too much cover for the spinnerbait, and it's a little bit too thick. So right now I'm just gonna flip it. Notice I'm fishing kind of close to my targets, but I let the water clarity determine how close I can fish. This water has a little bit of color in it, and that'll allow me to fish a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. That way I can flip. If you notice, all I'm doing is just picking it up. I'm not even making a cast. I'm just laying the bait right back into a target. And what I try to do, I try to put it as close to the middle of these bushes or against the biggest part of these trees. So that's where the fish will be sitting a lot of times when the sun starts getting up. They're sitting there with their nose right against the bushes or against the sweet gum trees or willow trees. And if you put it right there against that base of that tree, and that bait drops right down on their nose, just instinct takes over, even if they're not hungry. They'll bite it out of instinct, natural reaction. Leave a little bit of slack in your line, that way the fish won't feel you. As you're working the bait. 90% of the time these fish will bite on the initial drop. Especially if you place it where you should. Do a little pitch here. But as it goes in the water, I always give it just a little bit of slack, a little bit of line, because I don't want to be caught with real tight line when that fish initially hits. But if he feels me, he's going to let it go, and he's a whole lot quicker than I am. He'll just grab it and spit it out before I even have a chance to set the hook. This is a real good way though, especially once you get your limit, to upgrade and catch a better fish. Go back around. Bank a little further. Start up here, other side where I caught that last fish. There he is. That's a little keeper. Probably a pound and a quarter. But not bad, he come off that little lay down.